Hey, what's up, family? Welcome to Ask to My Eyes.
Where we challenge you to stop playing and start pushing.
This right here is my lovely, my scrumptious wife, Iana.
And this right here, this is my strong, solid protector and husband, Ayize Mott.
Hey, what up, y'all? Hey, we just got finished doing a webinar that I thought was pretty profound, not just in terms of what we shared, but the level of engagement, and then also what the people shared on the webinar that were participating. There was a lot of transparency, a lot of comments that were made that hopefully the participants were able to derive some benefits from. And, one thing that I want to lift up is that when it comes to doing this relationship work, being intentional about your relationship process, I think that it's important that you make yourself open and available to accept influence from your partner. You know, my wife, she does an excellent job in speaking about this piece. We oftentimes lift it up in our coaching and counseling sessions when we're working with couples individually, but also when we're working with groups as well. And so, when you speak about that accepting influence piece, baby, go ahead and drop a line about the importance and the significance of doing that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that my husband probably lifts me up because used to be, when we first got together, I was not always very good about accepting influence. And he was often a model for me in terms of listening to your partner, paying attention to what they're saying and what they're not saying, and really considering something outside of what it is that you think. And that's how it was when we first started. And now it's come to be that, my husband doesn't do very well with accepting influence.
Really,
and, I know that that's probably unconsciously why he, decided to lift this up. And I'm the one, who has to model for you now.
Yeah, I mean, you do model for me in a number of areas, especially when it comes to the kids. But no, it's been beneficial to our relationship. And again, when it comes to working with couples, what we've seen is that, if you just are constantly in a space where you're stuck and you're just so rigid that you're not willing to be flexible, willing to move, willing to yield, then what that does is it causes problems in a relationship. So you got to hear your partner. You got to listen to your partner. You got to receive from your partner. You got to be open to their feedback, their criticism, their suggestions, because they bring value to the relationship.
And so one of the things that we want you to take away today is this, that we all talk a good game. We all say we know what's needed. We know that, we have to be patient, and we know that we need to be kind, and we know that we need to be supportive, and we know that we need to be willing to listen to someone else's point of view and to accept influence from our partner. But what are you really doing? And so what we want to challenge you with today is we want you to look in your relationship over the last 30 days and ask yourself, where have you accepted influence? Whether it's small stuff, minor stuff, right? Can we have chicken tonight? Instead of, whatever, turkey, were you able to accept influence when your partner said, I really like this color on you a little more than that color? Not about, telling you what to do, but just trying to give a little bit of their input. Were you able to accept influence when it comes to how you all are going to do certain things that are more significant, how you're going to run your household, how you're going to, attack certain goals, right? And how you're going to do with the children. If you look over the last 30 days and you see that you have been talking a whole lot, but you have not been listening, if you cannot find one place where you've been able to say, you know what, I stepped back and I didn't have an attitude, or at least I didn't maintain and keep an attitude. I didn't do it, and I was just mad about it. I didn't just give all my business up and didn't do anything to really show that, this is a partnership. And that a partnership means that I can't get my way all the time. If you didn't do that, you got some things you need to work on. And the number one thing that you need to work on is accepting influence. Do you just talk about it, or do you really do it? You can look over the last 30 days and do that for yourself. Or what you could do is you could just ask your partner. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you.
Yeah, they'll tell you.
They'll tell you. Just go on and do that. Just say, over the last, month, do you feel like, I've been able to, listen to you, right? Have you, the mods say, do I accept influence? Like other people's opinions.
I feel like you accept my influence.
You do? Yeah, I know I do. You know how to handle me. So anyway, we hope that this has been of help to you. This is really a concrete thing that will let you know if you are really nurturing a partnership or if this is a one-sided situation. You don't want one-sided situations because one-sided situations are not good. They're not real relationships. All right, guys, at the end of the day, we hope this has been of help. Just remember that you got to do what?
Stop playing
And start pushing.
Yes, indeed.